Hey guys, I'm Jill.
Hi, Coach Tiff.
And we are here to talk to you today about the state of C3 2021.
All of the stuff.
All of the stuff, everything we're going to do this year.
Looks fancy, doesn't it?
All in one place.
All in one place. That means programming, events,
Give
focuses,
backs, socials.
give back, social events, all the things.
All the things.
Everything that could be P at C3.
Yeah. This is good. Tiff, this is good. Bring it together, girl. Bring it together. Okay, so we're going to talk about it in quarters, and we're going to actually start with programming. But before we jump into that, we get lots of feedback about programming. We have a lot of people who have a lot of thoughts about programming. We actually have a mission statement for programming. What is it, Tiff?
Yeah. A results-driven program that's safe, fun, and effective.
Yeah.
So most importantly, we don't want anybody to be injured. We want to make sure they're healthy, happy, going about their day. We want them to have fun, and we want them to get stronger and faster and more fit.
Fun is a much more important thing than people realize.
Yes.
So we try to incorporate that in.
Mm-hmm.
Not all workouts should be grueling.
No. I think if every day was Fran, you probably would stop coming. Or
I
Fran-like. Wouldn't even have to be Fran, but Fran-like.
I would stop coming.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes. So
All right, guys.
that's the thing we keep in mind when we're looking at our program.
Yep.
Yeah. So, should we get into it?
If you want more details on that, you should listen to our podcast.
Yes. Check
Cobra
it out.
Command Collective.
Cobra Command Collective.
All right, guys.
Full of knowledge bombs.
Full of knowledge bombs. We're going to dive right into first quarter because we're well on our way into it.
Yeah. 100%.
So, Tiff, we'll start with programming and then kind of our specialty courses, give back, and social kind of overlay. So we'll go over it as we go.
Yes. So the Open's coming. Every CrossFitter knows. So we're in open prep. That means we're doing rowing technique. We're still practicing it, even though they announced rowing will not be in the open. Threshold training, so feeling that burn, work rest intervals, kip technique, handstand push-ups, those high skill level gymnastics that tend to be separators, where the tie break time will be on your open score sheet. Did you get a muscle up? Did you not? That type of thing. And also some higher volume. So the open tends to be high volume. Yeah. Medium to longer AMRAPs.
Yep.
Lots of pull-ups, lots of couplets and triplets.
Yep.
So that's what we're working on.
Yes. Yep. As part of that, you guys have probably noticed that we brought back the traditional old school CrossFit warm-up.
Yeah, I love it.
Instilled it this week. So.
Yes. And that's just grease the groove protocol. Every day, if you're doing 10 pull-ups, if in the beginning 2 sets of 5 is hard, maybe in next week you can do 2 sets of 10. And the week after that, you're doing 10 unbroken, maybe 15 unbroken, or you're doing chest to bar. It's getting easier every time. So that's why we're doing that to help lend a hand towards that high volume training there.
And we're going to test it and see how it helps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
get some science-based, results-driven, hopefully, evidence of what we're doing, if it's working.
So while we're in open prep, there's a couple things that are going to overlay that make a lot of sense. So first of all, during the open, we're going to have our Friday Night Lights. Yeah. Friday Night Lights is coming back this year. It's just going to be a little bit different than normal. We're going to have masks. We're going to have some smaller heats, things like that. But it is coming back because it's one of the best times of the year.
Who doesn't love it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good time. And if you don't know what the CrossFit Open is, just plan to be here 3 Fridays in March because it's next level. It's super fun.
Yeah. It's only 3 weeks this year. So
Yep.
be at all of them.
Yep. We're going to also, obviously, for our specialty, focus on that CrossFit Open and having everyone kind of test. It's a great time of year to benchmark everything and see how you're doing. It's a benchmark in and of itself, really.
It is. I mean, you get to see where you rank in the whole world of athletes, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to throw in a kids nutrition seminar sometime in March during the spring break thing. And then we're going to cap it off. A big part of health and wellness, which is the mission of C3, is that mind-body connection. And us CrossFitters tend to be really, really good at the physical side of things, but we're not always great at the mental strength part or like the visualization or even connecting and being able to listen to our body because we have that mind and body connection. So we are going to do something called the Shavasana experience.
Yes.
We're going to do these long longer intensity
yeah.
workouts, get really nice and sweaty, and then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of a guided relaxation at the end of class, just to see if we can help enhance that mind-body connection, maybe increase some relaxation and get a little bit deeper knowledge of our own bodies.
Definitely. I feel like we get so used to telling our bodies to shut up, like keep going in reps, or you're exhausted and you're like, nope, I got to keep going to work. I got to keep doing stuff. So to actually tune in to what's really happening will be good.
And then to realize, like, some of those achy muscles you can actually physically turn off.
Yeah, you can feel them relax.
It's crazy.
Should be good.
It'll be really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. That takes us into April.
Yeah. Spring!
Second
Yay!
quarter. Spring! You're here.
You're here. So coming off of this threshold training where we're doing high volume, lung burner, make you barf kind of workouts, we're going to give ourselves a little break and we're going to do some strength training. So you'll see back squat, bench press paired together, deadlift, strict press paired together. We're going to work on gymnastics, pull, and some core stuff, anti-rotation. We also will probably start sprinkling in some run intervals because Murph is coming up in May. So we got to build up those run muscles again because most of us, it was like negative 28 today. So nobody was probably running.
No.
If
they were, they had icicles everywhere.
Icicles everywhere. So we're going to start building your capacity for that up, leading into Murph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is exciting to me as a power lifter at heart because we're going to do a true strength cycle.
Yeah.
So you're going to see like a 4-week focus on back squat and bench press, and then a 4-week focus on deadlift and strict press. And like Tiff said, it pairs beautifully with upper body pulling. And a pull-up challenge, I think we're going to drop.
Yeah, pull-up challenge.
Coming off the open, some people are going to have hopefully some new maxes, and we can just keep building.
Well, maxes too. But yeah, if you were so close, maybe you got that first pull-up, or you're so close to getting muscle ups, or your muscle ups failed you maybe. Well, pull-up challenge, build some strength there. Yeah.
Well, that takes us into our events in second quarter, which are super awesome. So first up, coming off the open, we're gonna have a little strongman clinic because we all want to pick up heavy things after the open.
That was so fun last fall. Fall, late spring,
summer,
early fall, whatever. Yeah, late spring. It was so fun. So I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, so that'll be very similar to how we ran it last time. In May, we will have Murph. Like Tiff said, we're going to do a little bit Murph prep, do some run intervals, and some partner wads to help build up for Murph. Murph is always a huge event for us, so that's super fun.
Yes.
And then this year is our 6th anniversary, and as part of that, we have teamed up with the National Agricultural
Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame. Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of it. Over here in Wyandotte County, and we're actually going to bring the Farmer Fit Games to Kansas. So we are the official partner for that, and we're going to have farmer athletes from all over the country. So that'll be super duper cool.
Some crossover event, like a little CrossFit-y, a little farmy, functional fitnessy.
Fun fact: they have the biggest anvil collection in the world, and we're going to do some anvil lifts. It's going to be awesome.
So come to Strongman to practice lifting awkward objects.
Yes.
And not hurt your back.
If you compete at the Farm Fit Games, you're going to need it.
You'll need to lift with a rounded back. Before we get in, coming into June, quarter 3 here, before we get into our next cycle, which is explosive gymnastics or explosive strength, we're going to throw in some fun testing between all of it. Some classic CrossFit benchmarks that maybe you don't see that often. So throwing a little CrossFit total in there, maybe Linda, 3 bars of death. Who doesn't love that workout, right?
That's actually a good lead-in, Tiff, because that same week that we do that testing, hopefully, we're also going to do our military farewell, which we're partnering up this year with a liftoff.
Yes. Super fun.
Last year we did Wild and Whiskey as our military farewell, and it was super fun. We're going to do that same thing again this year, but we're going to call it the liftoff.
The liftoff.
So,
super fun.
Yeah.
Come lift heavy things with your cool people at the gym.
Also in June, we're going to have one more Friday Night Lights in June, and it's going to be a Pride Month celebration.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a big party.
Big party.
It's going to be super awesome.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Explosive power, explosive gymnastics. Obviously, the first thing I think everybody thought about, and the first thing when we brought in coaches to talk about this and get input from all of our staff. Obviously, the first thing people thought of was thrusters, box jumps, max height, maybe seated, banded, GHD work, wall balls, obviously.
To targets.
High target, heavy wall ball, maybe med ball clean wall balls, double squat wall ball, partner wall ball. We should have a competition of who can come up with the worst way to do wall balls.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. The winner gets to do them in a workout. And then muscle ups, toes to bar, looking at that more explosive and powerful gymnastics work. We're also going to work some rotational movement because back here we'll have done some anti-rotational core, like more stability training. So here we're going to look at that rotational power.
Ball slams.
Yeah, exactly.
All sorts of things.
All the stuff, making you a well-rounded athlete.
Yeah.
Our test stuff for that, let's talk about that real quick. Obviously, Jackie Fran, get that thruster lung in. But DT, that's probably, I bet if we took a vote, might be a number one. Top 5 CrossFit.
Top 5, yeah, for sure.
And Fight Gone Bad.
Yeah. I bet you never thought of Fight Gone Bad as a test workout, but it really is.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I never look forward to doing it, but every time I do it, I'm always happy that I did.
This is one of my favorites.
It's probably the CrossFit benchmark that I've done the most, which is weird now that I'm thinking about that to even say it out loud, but it is.
You can do so many variations of it, so it makes sense.
Yeah. All right,
guys, so that takes us out of second quarter and into third quarter.
What do we want to talk about?
July, we'll have our 4th of July workout. In July, we're going to bring back the Puppy Love event. So send your favorite people burpees. Buy them burpees, really is what it is.
Yeah.
And we'll raise money for the Casey Pet Project
Which
again.
we did one large kennel.
Dude, we did two last year.
We sponsored 2 kennels for the whole year.
I think we raised like $1,900. And then I was like, I'm going to close it. And then we had a bunch of donations come in. It was like $2,400 in the end.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was fun. So you could buy burpees. I could give them to Jill. She could do the burpees, or she could buy her way out of them.
Yep.
It was pretty fun. We got some nasty burpee wars
Dude,
happening.
We had people spending hundreds on other people doing burpees.
Oh, it was the best.
The best.
Yes.
Ask Josh Oaks. Also, watch out for Josh Oaks. We're also going to bring back Strongman weekends again.
Yes. That was such a huge hit. People loved it so much. You and I loved doing it.
It was super fun.
So we're going to try to make sure it
there's
happens
like
more often.
no end of Strongman events.
No. Because I really think that they were just like drunk people at a farm that were like, I bet you can't lift that.
Bet you can't race around the sheep pen.
So we're going to do the same thing.
All right.
August. Heading into fall. Endurance. We want to get those last long runs in before it gets cold on us.
Yep.
So body weight endurance, not just running endurance, right? High rep volume. So you'll see like the Cindy's, the Barbaras doing long chippers with lots of reps, which is really great. This is skill transfer or knowledge transfer, I should say, for every athlete individually to know when they should break up reps and to know their own engine. This will be a huge learning session here. We'll hit some bro camp. That's going to pair really nice if you're hitting those long runs, and then we get to do some bicep curls and get the pump. Stability training. So think unstable carries. All the fun stuff that you see barbell folks doing in their class.
Rings.
Yeah, ring holds, all that kind of stuff. And then Turkish get-ups. And
Which is a stability movement.
It's totally. We usually do them with kettlebells, but we could do them with kettlebell bottom up. We could do dumbbells. We could do barbells.
Yeah.
So many things. Yes.
Yep. And then...
So Barbara is a test for that. 1 mile run time.
And for our military peeps, we're going to bring
this is going to be fun.
We're going to do some ACFT style tests. We actually may have you guys do the ACFT because then you'll know what our military folks are working towards.
What they have to do and what they have to do to pass. It'll be fun.
During that here at the gym, we're going to do a kettlebell clinic, which will pair actually really nicely with a lot of the stability movements and like get a little bit more posterior chain and that kind of stuff.
Totally.
But one of the things we're the most excited about is that in August, we're going to do a week of like field days and carnival. So we're thinking like bounce house, food, all this stuff. And then at the end of it, we're going to go on a paddle out. So we're going to get some little rafts out in Missouri somewhere and go paddling.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
Fun. Enjoy the summer.
Before
and
everyone's
fitness.
in school.
Yeah, exactly. Before everyone goes back to school.
Yeah.
But that leads us into, we're kind of catching the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, Olympic focus. So we have not done yet, well, this past year we did not pair the Olympic lifts together, but we're going to pair them together here. So you guys will get a major dose of Olympic lifts. We'll practice the clean and jerk and the snatch. Obviously stuff that goes well with that, we front squat, the overhead squat, and mobility, right? How many of us are limited by mobility in our Olympic lifts? Everyone raise your hand. If you don't have your hand up right now, you're a liar. Everyone's limited here. Or you're hypermobile, and we need to work on tension. So mobility is still an issue.
And this will be really great because it gives us enough time to focus on all the different phases of the lift and truly getting that technique down.
Yeah, not just gripping it and ripping it off the floor. Finding where your true power lies.
Yep.
Obviously, testing for that, Grace and Isabel. Duh.
Which is awesome because we just did Isabel, so you can retest it and see where you're at.
And we did both last year as well. So you can look back and see truly if you've gotten better. Yep. Which these are more battery-ish type tests, but if your Olympic lifts got better and more efficient and you got stronger there, your times here and your weights lifted should definitely improve.
Yep. For events in September and October, in September we're going to bring back the National Family Fitness Day, which is normally, I think, the last Saturday of the month of September. So we're going to bring that back, open the gym up, have a big community WOD where you can bring the family.
Fun. Yeah.
It's super fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah. You guys probably remember, it was actually not too long before we closed, but Tiff did a mobility clinic, and we sold out, and it was an awesome clinic. Yes. So we're going to bring that back because that pairs beautifully with that Olympic lifting. Yes. So that'll be some additional stuff you can do on the weekend.
This will be stuff that sometimes is too hard to set up for class because it requires lots of equipment to set up. But those of you that struggle with mobility, you'll find some spots to work on.
And then we're going to bring back the ice bath experience.
Dude, that was so awesome.
It was
even
so fun
on the
to watch.
Cold days, we still had people getting in the ice.
Yes.
I mean, the days it was really hot, everybody got in.
Yeah.
But
it was super fun, and now we figured out the efficient way to do it.
So there's a learning curve.
It'll be good. It'll be good. Then in October, we're going to pair up again with Oak Creek, bring back our Fall Fest like we do every year. And then we're going to also kick off with Barbell Club powerlifting.
Boom, boom.
Whoop. All right. And that takes us into November and December, Tiff.
Into the winter time. Yes. So heading into winter, little posterior chain action and then another gymnastics focus. So we loved the beauty of coming off all of this Olympic lifting where your shoulders have been working on being stable and being in great, very correct overhead positions. And now let's start moving them through and testing their strength through those. So looking at shoulder endurance with some carries and stuff like that, your handstands, handstand walks, Turkish get-ups again, obviously posterior chain. So we'll see some deadlifts, lots of kettlebell swings, hip extensions, back extensions on the GHD, stuff on the sled. Just all the fun little odd object stuff. Before we start looking at the next year, really focused on the open, and then we go back to very traditional movements. That are more CrossFit open based.
That means in November, we're going to be doing something really cool we've been trying to do for a long time. Veterans Small House Project.
Yes.
Tink, tink, tink. C3ers building.
Build some homes.
Mini houses.
Yes. Be super fun.
Yeah. And when we get really, really cold from that, then we'll go into a hot experience. No, I'm just kidding. But in November, we're planning to do some hot experience. So hot warm-ups, hot cool-downs.
Maybe hot little mini HIIT workouts. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, the yoga studio gets hot. We can crank up the temp. Yep. We need to crank it up right now.
I did earlier today. It's cranked. Yeah, but there's a lot of benefits shown between ice baths and hot experiences, so we want to capitalize on that a little bit.
Yep.
Then in December, boop, boop, back to Cross Kindle Market.
It was so fun.
It was so fun.
Yes.
Like, truly heart-filling.
Yes.
The vendors loved it. We loved it. It's coming back better than ever.
So many members came too.
Oh my God, it was so good.
And a ton of people that weren't
So
members. They were
good.
just coming to shop.
Yeah,
Supporting little local businesses that have been shut down all year.
Yes, it was amazing. And I think non-COVID times is going to be amazing.
Totally.
So that's coming back. And that will be the kickoff to our 12 Days of Christmas.
12 days of presents.
Which this coming year will be more like it has been historically. This year was weird because of COVID.
I know.
But
everything was weird. But we still did it.
We still did it. It was a
Super
good
fun.
time.
Yep.
And we're going to bring it back.
Yes.
It's one of our favorite customer appreciation things.
I love it.
All right, guys. That's the year. All your events, all your programming, everything you had to look forward to.
Everything. Yeah. If there's something, I feel like if you think we missed an opportunity to do a really cool event, let us know.
Yeah. Also remember that this is not quite all-inclusive. This is just our big stuff. But if you have questions, comments, thoughts, something you want to see, something cool you've seen done somewhere else, holler at us.
Totally.
We want to know.
We love it.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Bye.